Our third place matchup right here between Revenant and True Rippers. True Rippers also obviously they made third place in the group stage, and Revenant trying to fight them for that third place spot. And the winner of this is gonna face Seoul for a spot at Malaysia. Revenant against True Rippers. Revenant with first pick. They're gonna pick up Delphox, a Snorlax, Slowbro. Thinking about the Machamp. And I pick Machamp and maybe Cramorant for this of Revenant. Are they going to lock it in? 3, 2, no, Gardevoir is back for Revenant. Now True Rippers, they have a Scyther, a Mew, a Glaceon, Hooper. Looking for some frontline now. There's kind of only Mamoswine left. Maybe Wigglytuff actually. Wigglytuff is very good as a counter to Machamp and Gardevoir, and they actually go for it. I do like it. It's also very good with Mew and Glaceon, because Sing reduces special defense stats. So Mew and Glaceon are going to deal even more damage. And again, I can just press Unite before Machamp or against Gardevoir Unite and save the entire team with that Unstoppable. So honestly, I kind of like it. Kind of like the Wigglytuff right here. XP share, focus, body barrier. On it, besides that, every items look quite normal. We only have one attack rate, I'm pretty sure. Only one stacking item for the side of Revenant. And one Pokemon with a stacking item. Heading into the first match, True Rippers obviously the favorites going into this matchup. Because they have performed better during the first stage. And Revenant wants to continue their run in this tournament. Again, losers out. And I think the win actually gets prize money of this. I think the team that gets guaranteed third place gets prize money. So both teams obviously want to get some money as well for playing in this, right? So better gonna win this match right here. And be a top 3 team in India. The loser's gonna take 4th place. And the run ends today. When it comes to the Asia Champions League of 2023. Swifty being aggressive right here with that Snorlax again. Just like he was in the game against... who was it? God's Rain. And now Swifty doesn't get the last hit right here. Has to go towards the left side. And we have... Who's topside with them? Oh, that's the Machoke. Yeah. Is up there in Machop, I mean, of course. In this early game. Davish looking for this last hit right here. Has the light screen into Electroball, maybe? Last low damage onto Slowbro. Or the Slowpoke. Not enough damage to get a first KO quite yet. Another Electroball comes through. I don't think they got this last hit. I don't think they did. Looking still for the Wigglytuff evolution. Crowdy now already level 4. And say so, this Slowbro has so much experience. He's also over 4.5 already. Ataris are spawning. Glaceon is joining his team on top side. Kyo right here for True Rippers. They're going in, but all these Ataris are already gone. They go mainly to the Curlia. But Glaceon at least finding the first knockout onto that Snorlax. So nicely done by True Rippers, getting the first KO of the game here. But they're struggling currently on bot path a tiny bit. Hyperspace Portal being used to heal them back up to full HP. And then go maybe for Blizzard right here, who have placed the Machoke a 3rd time in a row today. Looking to claim another victory on this Machamp later on. Ego hitting level 5, has that Wing Beat unlocked. And they're gonna go for this last hit right here. Q, trying to stop the wait happening. Blizzard's dropping super low to Ego right now. Has the berries though to heal back up to full HP. But you know, losing those berries is still a victory for the South True Rippers. Because next time he drops low, he will have to be able to base. And he will not be able to stay around and defend the goal. It's level 6 right here. Looks for a run around to maybe score those 30 points, but Scyther's doing the same, maybe. Does he know that Machamp is behind him, or he's going to score those 30 points for free? Huge for Revenant right here up top path. They're going to score 30 on this Machoke, but Scyther does the same. I guess they just take hands. Both are going to score 30 points, but Scyther might be caught because his team is right here. Swiftly looking for the Heavy Slam, waiting for the Wing Beat to land. The Heavy Slam does get blocked by the full here, and Ego might actually make it out alive. Nice Astonish by the Hooper player. Is able to stun them all away and keep his guy alive. Now Crowley's in a bad problem right here. Oh my god, the Icy Wind is gonna KO the Snorlax, and Hooper is able with the Hyperspace Port and the auto tech. Also getting Delphox down right here. Now they're diving onto Blizzard. He's also getting taken down by Hooper. What is this Hooper damage? 22 points go in for Hooper. Kyo decides not to score those 30 points because he doesn't want the goal to go down quite yet. Sayo actually messes up right here. Then the Hyperspace Portal. After just getting a nice double KO, he completely messes up his Shadow Force. And pours himself out of his own Hyperspace Portal and doesn't quite take it. So a bit of a mistake right there. Can happen. And he has to respawn and walk down to bot in shame after this misplay. But now he's at least got a double KO for himself. Revenant now looking for this Reggie. Already Scyther staying top for True Rippers. So Revenant are one more person down here. Actually, they have Hyperspace Portal. I always forget about the Hyperspace Portal. They can port Scyther down to pot path and have Glaceon Unite up. Sing is going very deep right here. He locks on the Curlia and Scyther's already on the back with the double hit. He's going to get a reset. But this Reggie C gets claimed by Revenant. The fight is still breaking out. The 2 are down for Revenant. True Rippers is winning the team fight. They lose the objective, but they win the team fight. They also get Gardevoir. That's 3 KOs for the South True Rippers. A double KO for the Scyther. And Icy Wind Glaceon's not done yet. Gonna keep diving in right here. Snorlax gonna take a very heat back to full HP. Looking for next Heavy Slam. And nice telekinesis landing onto Mew, and they get it. Wonderful telekinesis by the Slowbro. Catching Mew out of position and sets up in the KO for his team. They're going to look for a push as well now. 30 points might go in. Hooper's only Hooper and weekly tough is still around as well. The thing goes in. Slowbro falls asleep, but there's 4 members right here. Delphox Unite is going to land, and Revenant's going to try breaking the skull. Hooper port is there. Scyther has Unite. He dives though onto Slowbro. The God of Unite completely misses. Weekly tough is going to go down. Why are we not seeing the fight? 30 points going for the Machamp at least. He's going to get in line right here. But the fight is still happening on bot path. And Shurpas is able to defend their goal in a decent amount. They still lost some points on it, but not too many. And they got a KO in exchange as well. Blizzard has reject button away on top path. Was getting ganked, but he got a lot of points in. Ego though level 10.5 now, highest in the game. On the Scyther together with his Glaceon. So Troopers, experience-wise, decently far ahead. 2 level 10s already. Revenant does not have a level 10 Pokemon yet. Swifty looking for his Snipe move right here. If he gets this last hit, he's going to be level 9. But Wigglytuff is also around, and he knows about it. Who's going to get this one? Regieleki dropping to half HP. Blizzard's getting engaged on, under half HP already. They have no healing support right now up top path. I just realized Revenant is playing without a healer again. They have no healing Pokemon ever. No support anywhere. Just a lot of damage. A lot of front line, but no supports, no healing. Which is very scary. You can see the Icy Wind is going to do so much damage right now. Slowbro almost going down. And they have no way of healing it back up except for staying onto the goal. They have no way of healing during combats. They have to just be very aggressive on engaging. Machamp has Unite move up. Gardevoir has Unite move up. So now they might be looking for the fight, but here Troopers. Hooper's getting poked to half HP. He's going to take the Hyperspace Portal. He back up. And Revenant just to be very aggressive. They just have to be very decisive on engaging, playing without a support. Looking for the eject button on Machamp onto their back line. But Troopers are just making a bot lane rotation happen, and they go for this bottom bridge. He already respawned again. Slowbro goes onto that, but Machamp doesn't quite get the KO onto Hooper Unbound. Thanks to the Unstoppable and the iframes, going into the Hooper Unbound, is able to dodge away from it. Nice done by the Hooper. Regieleki gets claimed by Revenant. And Troopers, they're already back top as well. After getting top bot path, they're already back top, and they're going to look for this fight right now. But Slowbro is going to get a KO on Scyther with a Unite move, with the help of Delphox. Glaceon jumping forward. There's a nice Gardevoir Unite landing on 2. Can he find Mew though? No, he can't quite, but the Sky is enough to take down the Mew at least. Now Machamp is back. He's very, very angry. He's going to finish off Wigglytuff. Double KO for the Slowbro. And Revenant still gets away with a teamfight win. 155 points now to 52 with that Regieleki also going in. So they do have a lot of points. 100 point lead for Revenant. They seem good right now. Ego is diving in deep. Gardevoir lives on 1 HP. He couldn't quite get this KO. Had to use its Unite move as well. Of course, it's the last time he could use it, so he just wanted to get 1 KO for himself, get some experience. But it was not enough to get the KO on Gardevoir. Barely not. Ego jumping in again. Has to be careful. Mystic Fight's gonna land! And it just takes down Scyther. Delphox Knight also just being used in case, just to make sure he goes down. I would have probably done the same. But the Mystic Fight damage was enough in the end to just take him down, taking his lens onto Hooper, and they just keep on diving. Glaceon gets a KO, but 2 down on True Rippers right now. They're diving top goal. Revenant is going so aggressive right now, but a double KO for Glaceon now, also finding Delphox. They try to score so hard on top side. Can they even go at Egos on the chase now to the Machamp? And Troopers are going to score some points on bot path. 40 going and maybe 50, and Gardevoir has no chance against this Icy Wind. Gets obliterated. Another 50 going for Troopers. Now the game is very even again. And Q is level 13.5 now. So this Glaceon is going to do absolutely quite amounts of damage. 40 points, maybe going for Hooper right here, but Snorlax trying his best to defend this spot right now. He's going to keep auto-taking. Gardevoir's back. Heavy Slam lands onto the Hooper. Can he make the Hyperspace Portal in time? Yes, now he does it. Dives into it with that Shadow Sneak and gets back to base and safety. Tripper's only 13 points behind now. And we're heading into the Rayquaza already. Heading to this Rayquaza spot. Regirock is being taken. And Troopers are going to claim it, which also gives Glaceon level 14 right now. Can they actually do it in time? Freeze Try is going to land. Oh, the Icy Wind, and they don't get it. They don't get it. Was not enough time. Wigglytuff maybe should have still helped a tiny bit, but he still wants to be around the mid as well, because Revenant could just go for this Rayquaza instantly, and Troopers still have to be in position. Machamp and Snorlax are on the flank. Yeah, that Solar Beam was a bit weird. I know, yeah. Oh, the Solar Beam down Gardevoir hits perfectly, and Gardevoir is super, super low. Revenant might just be going for this flip now. Troopers is not in position. What is Troopers doing? They're just letting him flip it. Gardevoir Knight goes through. Slowbro Knight goes onto Scyther. And this gets sniped away by Mew. This Solar Beam is on point. He might have not hit the Regirock, but he hits Rayquaza. And Troopers are going to claim it with his Solar Beam. I mean, I think it was nice try by Revenant. I don't know, Troopers was like sort of positioned, so I think going for Rayquaza is totally fair. Why would you not? Because Troopers was not in position at all. But now they're gonna take this win with that Rayquaza right here. 100 going for Vegeta, 100 go in for that Scyther, 80 going for Hoopa. And Troopers take a 1-0. Second draft, we have first pick for Troopers. They go for a Mew, a Delphox, a Slowbro, Scyther, and maybe a Hoopa. Yep, they lock in the Hoopa. Revenant, are they gonna go without a support? No, they have a Clefable this time. Clefable first pick into a Dodrio, Glaceon, Snorlax, and the Aegislash as a last pick. So, I mean, Revenant's comps always look quite fine, except for when they don't pick a support, I feel like. And they have to double stacking Lodestone on the side of Dodrio. Besides that, most head items, I mean, every head item looks very standard. Double Glasses, Energy Amp on Delphox. No Shell Bell there. Muscle Band for the Scyther with Energy Amp and Razor Claw. Heading into the second match, who's gonna take it? Troopers or Revenant? Who's going to face Soul for a top 2 spot on their way to the offline tournament in Malaysia? We have Hoopa, Scyther heading towards top path for Troopers. Delphox, of course, going towards the jungle. Revenant are gonna triple jungle. They're just gonna share this buff right here with the Hornage and the Clefairy. Goes over probably to the Hornage, I would say. Getting some experience done, so the Aegislash evolution gets done as fast as possible. And we have Troopers already going for these buffs right up for the lane camps right here though. Xaso's gonna be very aggressive with this red buff now, looking for that Shadow Sneak. Activating the shield, looking for Hoopa, and Hoopa has exit tech, so he has nowhere to go right now. He's getting out-checked to death. Sixol has the potion, and he's gonna be able to live away from this. Hoopa cannot get away from the red buff, just being a bit too aggressive right there. Just going in melee, a bit too aggressive, and he gets punished for it. First knockout for Revenant already. Crowley on bot side. He's stuck alone though with this Eevee. Did Snorlax go down? On bot path, the Eagle's dropping super low, but Revenant can't quite find this knockout. Onto the Scyther. He's gonna live on 1 HP, and they have to go back to the right side now. They're gonna get Clefable right here most likely. No, not quite yet. But the Baltoy behind will be able to get the Clefable evolution done, and probably also for the Doublade. Looks like they're both evolve, yes, so. Wonderful early game. Blizzard going in now. Has the Tri-Tech or Drill Peck? No, he has Drill Peck. I like it. Again, I'm a Drill Peck fan, but Tri-Tech is also very, very good anyway, so. Both moves are very, very strong. Still on this Dodrio. No scores yet for Revenant, which means the Dodrio has no stacking done yet. As we say, he has Cookie and Attack Weight, so if they have 0 points, it means 0 Attack Weight stacks and 0 Cookie stacks. But he's invading right now. Going for the jungle of Braixen, and this Dodrio is obviously going to destroy a Braixen early game, if he finds him. Is he gonna? He's still right in the left jungle right here, running around. And we have some assistance for Troopers right here. And looks like they're going to be fine. No, he's going to try and take the red buff away. But we have Mew helping out the jungle, and Blizzard living on 1 HP. Moonlight of Clefable is going to keep him alive right now. But no, Clefable just runs into the Mew to maybe block some moves, and he gets taken down. That's knockout for Troopers already. Now the mid-fight's also happening. Heavy Slam is going to go in. Scyther's dropping quite low, but he has the hyperspace power. He's going to go to full HP. Now Snorlax is probably going to fall next for the side of Revenant. Scyther's going to pick this one up. But Revenant using the chance to score a lot of points on top path. 30 go in for that Aegislash, 26 go in for Dodrio. But there's a dive happening, and Troopers are going to take down Glaceon. Crowley gets sent back to base, and they're going to do the same in bot lane. 26 go in, 30 go in. Drill Peck is not going in time, but they're going to find Ego at least. Scyther gets taken down. They're going to keep on chasing. Snorlax is dropping super low. Look in the surf of Mew getting stuck on that resting Snorlax. Looking quite funny. But Devil should be able to get this KO. Maybe onto Swifty. No, he's 1 HP right now. They have to just go for this Aegislash. Another surf is going to hit. And Xaso is dropping super low. Gets taken down. Troopers with great early game now. Taking a lot of knockouts for their side. We already have Delphox on 8.5 now. Getting close to level 9. Mew also hitting level 8 right here. Getting his Unite move unlocked very early into the match for Devish. So looking good for our Troopers. They're ready for this Reggie fight. Ego's getting Unite move on top by Crowley, and the Icy Wind's gonna land another basic attack. And they take a nice KO down right here, but Blizzard messes up. He should have cancelled after a second scoring. And they could have had a few more points going in, and 24 for the Glaceon, but instead he messes up and keeps his entire score in. And now Troopers are going to find a double KO on bot, and they also take down the Reggie Steel. Revenant's going to take the Reggie Lecky, so they trade objective for objective. Ego's going to hit level 9 right here, and he should be able to defend it quite easily. And if Crowley walks up right here, he's just going to get Scyther Unite moved and probably go down. So Glaceon is not even going to try and push with it. Instead moves towards bot path maybe. No, they're going back to top path, but Blizzard's already down. He gets destroyed by the Scyther Unite. He goes down the chase into the Clefable and the Glaceon. But looks like he went a bit too deep right now. Has to run away. And go back to base and heal up to full HP. Mid-fight is happening as well. Over those mid-Atarias. And who's winning this right now? Dark's caught. He's stuck in the gravity. The Sacred Sword's going to miss the surface, going to keep him alive right now. Can he actually get out of this somehow? Nah, right? Heavy Slam's going to land again. The boost outtake of Dodrio is going to take him down quite easily. And the Solar Beam though! Snorlax, he recalling in the bush. He doesn't know that Mew still had Solar Beam up. Gets taken down, and now Dodrio also might get Solar Beamed any second. There's the Solar Beam coming through, but Hooper's going to claim this knockout onto the Dodrio as well. Unfortunate for Revenant there. Just losing 2 members for I feel like no reason, honestly. Just losing members for absolutely no reason. Ego's going to take these Indies again. That he can freely farm now because top goal went down. A lot of experience for the South Troopers. And they're going to be very happy about it. That they go, you know, on top path. Then got finished off so early. 6 points lead only. I mean, the 6 point lead is pretty much nothing yet. Shadow Force is going to go in. Blizzard drops to half HP. It's very difficult. I feel like Mew is one of the best counters to that Dodrio. And honestly, Phantom Force is also very annoying for Dodrio. That little knockback, that auto attack, it just does a lot of just very fast damage that Dodrio has a hard time dealing with. But yeah, Mew is one of the best counters to Dodrio for sure. The Electro boost auto attack literally can't be dodged. And every time Dodrio gets hit by those 2 abilities, instantly half HP. Electro Ball also removes the sprint gauge because it slows. So playing Dodrio into Mew is not fun. In any shape or form. It's really not. Blizzard is jumping in right here, dropping quite low on HP, but should be fine. Heading down towards bot path now. Ego's just gonna take a 40 score right here. Here's Super Unbound. So you can always port to this bottom fight, and there we go. There's Super Unbound drop, but Reggie is super low. And Troopers just kind of let it go towards side of Revenant. Aegis Slash United perfect. He's gonna claim this, and the fight is breaking out. Scyther's jumping in, but Revenant is probably gonna fall in this team fight. 3 are down already. Crowley's also going to fall. He at least finds a KO into Scyther with that Aegis Slash. But they get actually aced. They get completely aced. 5 people down for Revenant in this bottom fight. They do get the objective, but they get completely aced because Delphox gets a double KO on top path. 1v2, he gets a double KO. Or was he just bot saved and then ported top? I actually have no idea. I don't even know how they just got aced. Or they get aced. Regieleki's up. Revenant's gonna go for it. And then we start working on this Regieleki. Troopers are not gonna fight it by the looks of it. They don't want to overextend for it. Totally understandable. You can maybe look for a snipe. It's getting close to it, but yeah, they're not gonna make it. Regieleki goes over to Revenant. Troopers are just gonna defend it in case Revenant goes for a bot lane push. They have a Hooper down there, which can always hyperspace towards bot path. Hooper is just so... Like, having Hooper only on one side feels so unfair. Having the hyperspace ported for only one team is just not fair. Kyo's defending right here, but the Regieleki actually almost goes in. He jumps across, they have the hyperspace ported towards top as well, between top and bot goal. And Snorlax's gonna score 6 points right now, but he's gonna fall, and now Delphox is gonna clear this one alone. And they can still also have members on bot path thanks to the hyperspace portal. Scyther's dropping low, and he gets taken down by the Aegis Slash. Huge KO for 6 soil. He's gonna keep on diving, looking for Mew right now, stuck in the shield form right now, and he's gonna slice and dice through Mew, take him down with the boosted auto attacks, doing crazy amounts of damage. Another Sacred Sword comes through, looking for Hooper. Suddenly a triple KO for this Aegis Slash, out of nowhere. But they both go down in the end. I think would still kind of worth it for Revenant in the end. They get a lot of experience, so... But the Delphox is massive now. Kyo almost level 14, Ego's 13.5. So... They're looking good for Troopers. They have massive experience lead on their carries. As soon as that Delphox is level 14, it's gonna do crazy amounts of damage. And they might get a Registeel as well. Revenant has to fight for this, and they're here. Darksh is dropping super low, has Amnesia. Might take a hyperspace. No, with Amnesia, he's so much, almost full AP anyways. And now the Registeel is dropping in HP right now. Solar Beam comes through onto Dodrio. 15 seconds are left, and Revenant is just going for this. They obviously want it. They need this Registeel, I feel like, to win this game, with how far they're behind. Ice Beam comes through, Solar Beam is there, but it goes over to Clefable. It somehow goes over to Clefable. Through all this mess of that Icy Wind and the Solar Beam, Clefable secures it for Revenant, and they have a huge advantage now going to this last fight. Scyther level 14 though, for Troopers, and Revenant are going to start slowly auto-taking this Rayquaza down. Just like last game, because Troopers, they're kind of passive position right now. Delphox going to chase on Dodrio a tiny bit. Not too much. Crowley again just resetting that Icy Wind onto Rayquaza to make sure it's always up. And the fight might happen. Scyther's in a very deep flank right here. He has to just watch out for the gravity. That gravity could be huge. Oh, Solar Beam comes through. Crowley's almost down, and now Scyther with the dual wing beat is going to take down Glacier. You know, Troopers should just be very aggressive. They should look for a slow Breeze Knight and just run Revenant down. But they're so passive still. They're so passive. Blizzard's going to score a lot of points right here. With that Dodrio, putting Revenant to a decent lead of 90 points. Rayquaza's dropping to half HP. And the Troopers are still so passive. They're not looking for this. Delphox Knight only landing on Snorlax, but it's going to reduce the healing of the Unite move, and Snorlax is going to fall. It's still a 4v5 right now. Slowbro Unite is up, Hooper Unite is up, Scyther Unite is up. They're not pulling the trigger. They are so passive. But they're still behind as well. They have 1 minute to go. They have to do something. I mean, they have currently advantage. The 4v5 Ego's dropping low. The half HP gets taken down. What is Trippers doing? Do something, guys. Just fight. Now Dodo Unite's gonna fly through. And Kyo's actually blinking forward into the wrong direction. He's gonna get taken down. And now Trippers 2 are down. What are you guys doing? What is Trippers doing? Can they still win this fight right now? Dodo gets taken down by Mew right here. Slowbro trying to keep someone alive. Mew gets a double KO onto Glaceon. Still almost at full HP. No, he's actually at half HP. Hooper's gonna go down. There's a hyperspace port and they take down Mew when they ace. True Rippers. I don't know. Revenant's gonna take this win right here. I'm so confused. Why are they so passive? I can't believe it. They just allow Revenant to respawn. Make them their own plays happen. And then Scyther randomly gets caught, doesn't even use its Unite move, and then Revenant just takes the win. Nah, I'm actually speechless. How? You have a Slowbro Unite, you have Scyther Unite. Go in! You have point and click Unite moves that just obliterate the target. And they don't use it. I'm ledger confused. But we head into a third match, guys. We head into a third match. Heading into draft number 3, Trippers with first pick, picking up a Mew, a Hooper and a Scyther, Revenant picking up a Dodrio, Delphox, Sylveon for the first time today, and another Clefable. Trippers are going to decide to go into this Glaceon. I hope they're more aggressive now. I mean, they have full control of the last game, I feel like, and they just kind of let it slip away in those final 2 minutes by just being too passive. If you just, that's why aggressive teams will always be the better teams than any MOBAs, because they know to push an advantage. And if you're not afraid to go in, it's just, people are not ready for it either, so they just have to be more aggressive in late game. But yeah, the winner of this is going to play against Soul next on tomorrow's. No, next week actually, I play against Soul. And there's a Mr. Mime last pick. What's our Revenant? Revenant is missing a bit of frontline, but still looking quite fine. The Delphox and Sylveon, Rapid Fire Scarf must have been focus banned. It's going to be Mystic Fire Sylveon for the side of Revenant. Mr. Mime not going for XP share, so they're going to miss out on 1 XP share on the side of Revenant. Trippers with a XP share on Snorlax and on Hooper. Ready and go! Third match, another third match today. Revenant winning 2-1 against God's Reign earlier. Now they're stuck in another third match, up against True Rippers, who are currently of course the favorite in this matchup. They've been also playing quite well, but they have to still close it out. And now it's just going to be one match away of who's going to go to this tournament and who moves into the top 3. Just one single match is going to decide on who drops out of the Asia Champions League and who's going to continue until next week. Crowley looking for level 4 right here already in this early game. Trippers being just taking some farm as well. They really already have level 4. Sylveon Evolution is already done quite early. Seisoling against Savage right here. Who's going to get this last? The clap is there. I think, yeah, Mr. Mime got it. He's going to score another 5 points as well. Stack up his special specs. And he's going to be very happy about this last hit right now. XP towards the left side right now to maybe stop the Snorlax. It's a Psychic! It's a Psychic. Don't tell me that's a misclick. Ego's gonna fall maybe down right here now, but Scythe is able to save his teammate there with that Astonish. I mean, Psychic, they have Sylveon and they have Delphox. Maybe it's on purpose. It could be. Psychic reduces special defense, and they have 2 carries with special attack abilities, right? So honestly, I can see it. I can see it. Since they allow special attack damage, reducing the special defense, of course, is gonna make the, Sylveon and Delphox a lot more damage. Jordy's gonna get a KO right here onto Scyther. Clefable is also gonna evolve and live away. So I think that's probably their plan, just reducing special defense on the enemies. They have enough damage anyways, they don't necessarily need the confusion. But it's just such a strong ability, right, that confusion, even though God nerfed is still quite good. We shall see. And also Mime is kind of the pseudo tank for Revenant, so the Psychic allows him to be a bit more melee. So I think it makes sense, as long as he doesn't go Barrier now. If he goes Barrier, I lose all hope. Boost auto attack is not gonna get quite the KO, but he's gonna use the XP to make sure he gets away from you. And it's gonna take a very upward path. The Solar Beam is looking for him. They were looking for him. The Psychic is gonna land, but Snorlax just heavy slams away. Yeah, as long as it's not Barrier, damage is caught right here. He's getting stuck by the red buff of Blizzard. He gets taken over by the breaks. Now they're gonna look for this push right here. Doji is gonna hold down his score button. He's gonna score 30 points in total. Seiso is gonna fall right here. Mime is gonna go down, but that's totally worth it. Those 30 points are worth Mime dying for 100%. Because nothing is happening anyways right now. No Itarius are spawning yet. There's no objective up. But those 30 points for Dodrio is a lot of experience. And also 2 stacks for Cookie and attack weight. There's an engage onto Swifty. And the Driving is just gonna take him down. Swifty is a bit too aggressive. Dodrio going for another score right here. And he's looking for a drill pack. 23 points going for Hooper. Some go in for Ego as well. 44 to 46 points right now. And Blizzard gets caught though by the solar beam on the edge and he gets taken down. He gets taken out. Devich is getting engaged on. I mean, but Batch is getting engaged on. He's 1 HP in the solar beam. Barely out of range right here. Gets a bit lucky there. But they break the first goal already this early on Revenant on bot side, which means they have an advantage going to this bot Reggie fight now. Breaking one goal against Hooper is important. So against Hooper, you actually kind of want to break a goal to make sure that Hooper can't just freely rotate between top and bot path all the time. Oh, but make sure you don't break both goals. We have a KO already. Clefable is down and Cesos on a bad position. 2 KOs for Troopers already. Who's gonna go? This Reggie steal. It goes over to the Icy Wind Glacier and he's gonna pick it up. It's gonna be disaster for Revenant. Fox is also going to fall. Blizzard is quite low. He gets Electro Ball boost auto attack by Mew. Does he go down? He's gonna live barely. They're gonna try scoring now, but of course Clefable is here. But 30 points should go in for these 2 carries right here. Yeah, they're gonna put 60 points. Another 26 go in as well. They finish off the first goal and puts them at 169 points. Already, Trippers also finishing off the top goal. Going for this Reggie Lecky now. And they're gonna keep pushing the advantage. With a huge lead. Once again in this early game. 81 points for Revenant. Oh, and Dojo gets caught! As I mentioned again, Dojo against Mew is just not a fun matchup, and he's getting punished by Mew over and over again. Crowley dropping low, the Soul Beam is gonna hit, he's getting blocked into it. 1 HP Unite move right here, and they're gonna start defending this Regieleki. They have Hooper Unite up, they could maybe look for a push right here and start auto-attacking their Super Bound being dropped. He's gonna stun them, nice stun hitting, and Scyther just obliterates Delphox in that Hooper and Bound stun. And now also Sylvia's getting stunned again with the block. He has to jump across the wall, but it's in the wrong direction still. Clefable is also gonna fall, and Troopers are just rolling over this game now. They're very mad after the last game. I mean, they should have never lost it, I'm pretty sure, with how they played. And they're gonna break the score right here with 30 points. 9 more go in. They maximize their entire points. Even a few more points go in. Is he still stacking? And now we go. The 40 goes in. They're gonna finish off the goal by 30 over cap. And 289 points already for the side of True Rippers. Looking good on his third match, and this is the deciding one. As I mentioned already multiple times. But Ego's getting caught though, he's a bit too aggressive. That's a nice KO for Revenant. They can look for a top push maybe now. We have 20 seconds for that bot Reggie to spawn. And Revenant is currently looking for it. We only have Snorlax and Scyther Unite up on the left side. Right, we have Delphox, Mime, and Clefable. It's 3 Unites against 3 Unites. And Dex is just defending top right now. Again, he can just defend top because of Hooper and... Actually, doesn't have Hooper and Bound now, so he can have to make his weight on there. Scythe is getting engaged already, but Crowley's very deep right now. The gravity is going to help him zone those Pokemon away. And now Snorlax is going to look, but they're quite late. Revenant is going to go for this one right now, but maybe Mew can see the way the surf goes onto Clefable. Clefable is dropping super low on HP. Has to Unite Move already. What did he get right now? Not sure what he got. He's going to use any moment now. Maybe a Hyper Beam is there. No, close combat. And right team is going to claim it. Revenant gets the Reggie, but they lose 2 in exchange right now. Scythe goes into hyperspace. Polterback, they have 3 KOs now. This is Revenant's comeback chance right here. They're going to keep on chasing Snorlax, who has the X speed. He books it out of there, makes it out alive, and Revenant takes the Reggie, and they take 3 KOs at the same time, granting them a lot of experience. So they just caught up. They're far behind in points though. Experience-wise, they're pretty much the same. But when it comes to points, they're 200 behind still. Oh boy, 2 minutes left for that last Rayquaza of today. Who's going to take a Crowley? He's kind of caught right here, gets engaged on, has to use Unite Move, and he's going to get Scyther. That's even more experience, so he's going to auto chase on Glaceon with a Mystical Fire. Icy Wind does even less damage. He's going to auto take him to death with that Must Have Been Rapid Fire Scarf. Glaceon stands no chance, and Revenant's looking for a push. They just want to score some points right here. Hooper's going to recall and Scyther as well. They're going to jump towards bot path, but 29 already go in. 40 going for Clefable. No, he just gets stopped in the last second by the Scyther jump pad. But 40 going for Revenant on top. And now Revenant is right back in this match. They're going to look for Scyther as well, who is falling right here. They use the Mime Unite one more time. He has to run away from the Ego's getting caught by the Psychic. He double hits across the wall. Do a Wing Beat, but he's going to mess up and doesn't get over that. He's going to use it to Snap Flow, start healing up with another Dual Wing Beat. Double hit is there, but he can't quite finish off the Sylveon right here. And he gets taken down. Regieleki also goes over to Revenant, and Revenant now, in a game where they looked out of the match already, somehow find a comeback. They somehow find a comeback in this match. And now it's very open for either team to take again. And they have a late game Delphox, so it's quite scary. Really can't say who's going to take this last team fight. I think both teams are pretty decent. Mew Glaceon also a credible late game, of course. But so is that Delphox and Mr. Mime for the side of Revenant. 35 seconds are left. And we have a KO right here. Mime is going down, gets picked off, and Troopers are gonna take a Reggie Steal right here, uncontested. And that is massive for Icy Wind Glaceon, because Icy Wind Glaceon also gets more special attack after hitting that Freeze Dry. So the Freeze Dry with Reggie Steal on a level 13 Glaceon is gonna deal incredible amounts of damage. As long as he hits the Freeze Dry and gets that special attack bonus in. It's gonna be absolutely massive. We have no Rayquaza spawning for the side of Revenant. Can they go for it? Is Trooper's gonna be more aggressive this time around? Blizzard again looking for the backcap right now, but Glaceon is aware of it. He's still farming. Why is Glaceon still farming? Is he farming level 14? There's no way he's close. Is he close to 14? I'm not quite sure. Not sure why he's farming minions right now. And Trooper's jumping in. Oh, they find the Delphox. Delphox in a very good position right now. Has to Unite move up. Can't get to the hyperspace portal, but it's actually Hooper. Snorlax is gonna fall without using its Unite move. He gets taken down. Glaceon backside is gonna fight Dorio. Badge is dropping quite low. Mime is gonna pick up the Glaceon. Scyther goes in. He has to kind of save the day for Troopers right here and gets one. Can he get two though? They get blocked away by Clefable, buying so much time right now. It's a 2v4 for the side of Revenant. And Gravity is gonna take down Sylveon as well. And Revenant might just be able to win the game right here. Snorlax is gonna be back up alive though. Dorio Unite just goes way too deep. He uses his cursor a bit too far to the left. Snorlax is there with the block. He stays Unite move up as well. He used to be the hero right now. There's no good last hitting on Revenant. So let's cook over to the Snorlax. Heavy Slam goes in into Unite move. He gets blocked by by the Rayquaza. And Revenant's gonna take this Rayquaza down. But they're not safe yet. They are not safe. They have to score and their shields are getting dropped already. Crowley almost losing the entire shield. It's not over yet, guys. It's not even close of being over. Crowley tries to go over here, but the Icy Wind should be able to get the shield right now, and they do get the shield. Revenant can't score a single point. Because Troopers already respawned. The boost outtake is going to take on Sylveon with that Icy Wind. And Revenant is still behind. They are still behind right now. They have to score a point. 30 seconds are left. 30 seconds are left. And I think Troopers might just be taken unless Revenant has a shield left. Do they have a shield? They have a shield on Mr. Mime. Oh, he runs in. This could be it. Is this going to be the deciding moment? He's going to hold on the button. He gets it in. He gets the score. And that puts them 5 points into the lead with only 12 seconds left. And Troopers are nowhere near the right side. They have to sprint over right now to maybe score a few points. But he runs in with Unite move and he's going to be the deciding factor in this match. And Revenant is going to take it to 1 unless Mew can score some points right here. Can they score a point? They cannot score a point. If they had a few less Eos energy, they could have actually done it. And Revenant's going to take a 2-1 victory over Troopers in the last 10 seconds, man. And they're going to face so next week for a spot in the top 2. What just happened? Revenant with the 2-1 victories today. Move into the top 3. Troopers is going to finish the league in 4th place. Incredible finish right here. GG's, man. That was fun. The ending was quite fun.